I was just sitting around and I was like, Mom, what am I going to do today? And she's like, well, why don't you just use some of your talents to inspire people? And I was like, well, what if I just created a charcuterie business?
Hello, Douglas County. Welcome to another episode of A Few Good Minutes. I'm Nate Jones.
I'm Chris Shalene. Nate Jones, have you ever considered starting your own charcuterie board business?
You know, I'm not going to lie, I have, but I don't know where I would find the charcoal.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was either until this morning, but Bella Sparks definitely knows what it is.
Yep, the Castleview Jr. got inspired and has started her own business. She, of course, loves great food, but her real inspiration comes from seeing people gathered together.
Whether that be grieving or celebrating, it always brings community, and especially in the midst of a pandemic where it has totally drawn people apart. I am so grateful for the opportunity to use my boards to just bring people together.
Awesome job, Bella. So Nate, you may have noticed that all the kids are back in school. I know my neighborhood's been a lot quieter, so I decided to look around the neighborhood to see what I could find about how is school going. Hey Nate, I'm here with some random kid that I invited into my home studio. How's it going? What's your name?
Sam.
Sam, that does sound familiar. What school do you go to?
Coyote Creek.
Coyote Creek Elementary. All right. How's school been?
Good.
Yeah, so tell me, remember back before Christmas? It's a long time ago, right? Before you got your thing, your hoverboard. Before Christmas, what was school like? What was a typical day like?
Usually just reading, going on to literacy, lunch, recess, and then math, then PE, music, no, just PE and music.
What did PE look like when you were at home?
I had to run around like this.
Show me. Woo-wee! Nice. All right, come right here. All right, so when did you go back to school? Do you remember?
No.
Okay, it was about January. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What's it been like? What's been your favorite part about being back at school?
It's easier and I can actually also see and play with my friends.
Playing with your friends. That sounds great. So playing with your friends must be a really cool thing, right? What could possibly go wrong when you play with your friends?
This.
What is that? What'd you do?
Broke my arm.
How'd you break your arm?
Monkey bars.
All right. Is it good to be back in school?
Yeah.
All right. Can I have a hug, Sam? Oh, you're a good kid. Thanks, Sam, and careful out there. The world's a dangerous place.
He'll be all right. Sam's a great kid, and I'm sure he's super grateful that he looks like his mom.
Wait a minute. Nate, you know this is February, and you know what that means.
I'm bad at this. St. Patrick's Day.
No, that's March.
Is it Easter?
A little early for that.
Oh, actually, it's my birthday this month.
I have no idea when your birthday is. February is CTE month, and earlier I got a chance to catch up with 3 different schools to see how they were doing CTE during remote learning.
First reaction was, how am I going to keep students' attention? I have one compass left that I stole from the art teacher. Don't tell her.
I knew Rolo would make it fun and do things like that, so I wasn't too worried about it.
I will make jokes that are not funny. The point isn't to make them laugh. The point is to make the students, it's to communicate playfulness.
I love the environment and I love the community and I love Miss Carnes. She makes the environment feel good.
I'll mise out all the ingredients in the classroom and then I'll have them drive up outside in the parking lot and deliver it to them. We've done homemade salsas and just things that still engage the student.
Our fields that we teach here, they were working every day.
Essential indeed. Now, of course, they're all back on a hybrid schedule now, which means they're able to get a lot more hands-on experience. So join us next episode for A Few Good Minutes, where we're going to take a deep dive into the CTE program.
Yeah, I can't wait to check out those videos, Chris. You always do an incredible job with the multimedia products that you do, and I'm buttering you up because I know that when this all blows over, you'll be taking me to another Nuggets game, right?
Of course.
RJ Hampton dunks in person. I also think it's incredible how our teachers have adapted this year. Those CTE teachers obviously are no exception, but equally impressive are our school counselors. Last week was National School Counselor Week, and because I'm always on brand, I decided to wait a week to chat with one of our awesome counselors to talk about it. I'm hanging hanging out with Ann Halcromb, who is a counselor at Mesa Middle School, where my daughter went through. She's a graduate of Douglas County High School now, and where my youngest will actually attend next year.
Thanks for having me and for celebrating school counselors.
I was kind of hoping you would talk to us about the importance of the work that you're doing for the state level.
The Colorado School Counselor Association is there to help promote school counseling, to help provide resources for counselors.
What's that been like? What have you seen? Have you noticed any changes with students, their behavior? Do they enjoy being back with their peers?
Definitely. Students are struggling to, some of them are struggling to be back. Others, because their teenagers, are so excited to be back with teachers, but probably most of all their friends.
I was going to ask you if you had any tips for your fellow counselors.
Just reaching out whenever you need some additional support to keep yourself healthy, making sure you're getting enough sleep, just those basic self-care things.
So a huge thank you to Ann for giving me a few precious minutes today. I know all of our teachers and support staff are incredibly busy, and I always appreciate when they can find some time to share their great stories with Chris and I. So thanks for all you do, Ann, and a huge thank you to our DCSD school counselors.
You know, Nate, we've been trying to think of a way to close out this show. It's been so long since we've done it. I'm just kind of waiting for the universe to give me a sign.
How about that one?
Yeah, it's creepy. I thought we got rid of those guys a long time ago. Anyways, I guess we're doing a moment of zen again, so let's go back to Ann Halcromb talking about self-care.
Yeah, we're going to let Ann play us out. Thanks again for joining us, everyone, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Don't forget what I always tell you this weekend. Find some joy. If you can't find any, make some. And if you can't make some, maybe share some that you found.